Good evening. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. It is confirmed. Al Henseroth and crew are popping bottles tomorrow for opening day of the new Lenawee Express 6 chair. It's called Len-X, or at least that's what Henseroth has been calling it. They'll be opening just after 9 o'clock tomorrow with a brief ceremony and champagne. And then, he says, it is your chair. Silverthorne passed first reading of a new short-term rental cap last night by a vote of 3-2. Council made one change, adding an exemption for full-time year-round residents who rent out rooms. The second reading is January 11th. If passed, Dillon would be the last local town with no cap on STRs. Starting next summer, e-foils, like electric surfboards with a propeller, are legal on Dillon Reservoir. The Dillon Rec Board is adopting new rules. One new rule says specialty prop craft like e-foils will be allowed as long as they do not go faster than 5 miles per hour and leave no wake. E-foils rarely create wake, but they must go faster than 5 miles per hour to lift off the water's surface. Welcome to Under the Radar with Breckenridge Town Manager Rick Holman.
Why hasn't the town been addressing workforce housing in the past? Why are you waiting until now to do something about it? Well, we haven't been waiting.
Town of Breck has built more affordable units than almost anywhere in the high country. 1,200 of them, starting in the late 90s with the Wellington neighborhood.
Town stewards years ago had the foresight to grab some land and hold on to land and earmark it for those purposes.
But this still begs the question, why does workforce housing seem tighter than ever?
Do we have more workers today than we did 10 years ago? Sure, but we have lost local workforce housing.
Today, the town is bullish on affordable rentals, like Alta Verde 1 and 2 by Breck Building Center.
Some of those units are rented to people, as low as 30% AMI, and so these are the people that are just, barely getting by up here.
Combined, the two Alta Verdes promise 300 units. But will Breck ever be ahead of the housing problem?
When you open the door on 300 units, in a 2-year period, you're hoping that the community will feel an impact and that will help some of our local employers be able to hire somebody. So we'll see.
Tune in again next Thursday for Under the Radar with local town managers. In sports, the Avalanche played the Sabres tonight at 7. And in local sports, today on the Warmup, brought to you by iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling, senior Kyle Kimball and junior Emilio Jane know exactly what it takes for Summit Boys basketball to win.
Hustle and defense are what win games.
Moving the ball on offense and little on defense, talking a lot on defense.
Has defense been slacking lately? Not anymore.
The season is still young, just 1 game and 1 loss. But Emilio especially has been crushing it. 14 points that first game.
So far this year, we've been moving the ball real well. We've been taking the right shots. We haven't been knocking them down yet. We'll get that figured out this weekend.
Coming up Saturday is Battle Mountain away. This has been the Warm-Up, brought to you by iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.